Good morning, everybody. How's it going? Happy Sunday. Welcome to this week's tarot card reading. Ben just enjoying his little chicken treat over there. Um, uh, my sister asked me if I wanted a coffee, and then Tracy and my mom are texting, and if I get a coffee, I get a coffee. Anyway, I have a coffee right here. My sister Kimmy's on her way. She's gonna grab McDonald's for us. Um, but if you hadn't guessed, I'm not really too much into family time right now. That's just how it is. It is what it is, and that's what it is. So, um, and if you're wondering, I my guess about it is, things probably don't look really well, and for lots of reasons, and so I can spend all this time complaining, discussing every little detail and infraction. But my guess is in the public square, things look really bad, and not necessarily for my mom, Tracy, and Kimmy. And so, if I were to spend the time nitpicking about all the ridiculous things that's been happening in this household, um, it would probably only serve a certain select group of people. So I'm not going to do that. But anyway, if I get a coffee, I get a coffee. If I don't, I don't. Um, I'm going to spend this Sunday morning with this coffee, um, doing y'all's tarot card reading. So that was a quick PSA. We'll move that aside if attention needed to be given to it. Um, Considering I'm starting this tarot card video. Anyway, we got the Crow Tarot this morning. I hope y'all had a good week last week, even if you didn't have me and Banjo's tarot card reading. So yeah, I'm thinking just get right into it. I'm not really sure what can be chit-chatty and discussing, so most of the time that usually happens when I bring out the cards anyway. So gonna go ahead and bring out the cards early this week, even before 3 minutes, so that's fine. I got my little bear here, my little black bear. I got at the zoo, which I like to put on my head a lot of the times. But anyway, I got my little black bear here because he looks so cute. Anyway, I do got that cedar wood and musk candle going. I had that in the winter candle, winter from Bath and Body Works. That's the scent. If it if it has a description of what that scent is on the bottom of the candle, I'll have to remember to put it in the description box. In case you're wondering, what kind of vibes for the tarot card reading is something of note for you. Anyway, I'm here in this corner. It's a kind of cloudy this morning, but it's just, the lighting is what it is, right? Don't want to complain. Because like I said, at this point I think it's quite obvious. Anyway, I'm thinking a 7-card spread, so we can have those influences. one more spread, why not? Spread, shuffle. Okay. I have a lot of room over here. I'm just gonna leave that there. Okay, so doing the 7 card spread, and gonna have, as you noticed, I already made the decision. I'm gonna do this one card in the middle as a maybe a theme, maybe a grounding. It usually kind of this card placement is not really a set in stone kind of thing. Um, whenever I do use them. But anyway, so a kind of a theme, a grounding kind of energy, um, a overcast, shadow on this week's tarot card spread is the reversed hangman. One second. Okay, sorry about that. So we have the reversed hangman as our theme, so to speak, for this week's tarot card reading. I just read the description, and the reversed hangman's description is having a lost faith or spirituality in your endeavors, and that's mainly because not seeing the results as maybe you would have liked. I think that's very an interesting description for this card here. A lot of negativity, and as far as being in the hanged man position, again, I think that's very interesting. If somebody is to, if what happens is somebody loses faith and experiences this kind of monumental change, right? I know we can live our lives day to day, and faith and spirituality is not at the forefront. And I'm not here to tell you that it should be. But as far as when we talk about it, like that aspect of a person, faith and spirituality, it can be quite a big aspect for an individual. So to say that what's happening is a loss of faith in spirituality is something really big, and it's very interesting because it's brought about by not seeing results in your endeavors, in your journey, which is really interesting. Because a lot of the times that's when you would kind of lean into that faith and spirituality. So that's very interesting here with the hanged man kind of theme today. I think most people who go through things, especially when something can be a bit scary, they lean into faith and spirituality, whether it's just fear or fear of the unknown, or something beyond fear of what's not in our control. I think it's very interesting kind of theme for the hanged man. I say that because if you watched my videos, and if I've been your tarot card reader, You know that I really like this card, whether upright or reversed. Um, my usual definition with this Hanged Man is I give a lot of leeway and leniency with the upright and reversed positions of this card. Just because, you know, you have the poppies and you have the cherry blossoms, and when this card is reversed, the crow is not. And so I like to look at this card reversed as new perspectives, and maybe not uh, so easily done. It is the Hanged Man. So for going down a hard path, and finding a perspective, and still able to stay grounded in this kind of meditation kind of uh, kind of state, I guess. I say meditation, but just kind of this, I guess, maybe not so much meditation in general, but just the idea of meditation, the personification of meditation, the imagery, I guess, of meditation. Um, in quite a difficult situation, again, it's the Hanged Man. Um, but seeing as there's flowers here and stuff, there's obviously some respect going on. Um, so yeah, 1 second. Good thing I took a little pause there because I remembered where I was going with that. Um, so for the description, to say that this reversed hangman can represent a point in time, or somebody who's lost faith or spirituality as a result of uh, as a direct correlation, uh, because there's not been results that desired results. Um, 1 second. Okay. Um, and so I think it's very interesting to examine. Um, we kind of see that in the Ace of Pentacles reversed. I say that because I've been getting the Ace of Pentacles in my personal tarot. Um, but as far as losing faith in spirituality, um, because the results haven't been there, I think is quite interesting, especially considering uh, my usual description of this reversed Hanged Man. Um, so, yeah, I guess we can go ahead and get into it. The Knight of Swords, an absolutely great card to get. This is our past. This Knight of Swords obviously is a knight. All of these knights in the Crow Tarot have horses with them. And this one happens to have two birds too. So what a pleasant card. You see this horse, and you got one bird flying, with one bird kind of calm and serene. Maybe the Hanged Man, I don't know. Yeah, the Knight of Swords is intelligent, swift. I'm going to go ahead and read the description. Okay, so yeah, this is just a really great card. As far as a project or endeavors, in the past we've had a lot of energy, enthusiasm, high potential to complete a task, or start a project, or complete a project. Um, this Crow Tarot is very work oriented as far as like completing a task or project goes. Um, you know, just to let you know. And This Knight of Swords, even though there's a lot of kinetic energy and potential energy, and just kind of a whirlwind, the as far as like being grounded and in a meditative state, this is definitely a different viewpoint, right? For all of that, the grounding is in the momentum and energy represented in this card. Um, So we have a really strong past, and swords obviously is intelligence, logic, and reason. Um, I would say so far so good. This Knight of Swords upright doesn't cut any corners. Um, you know, just to throw that out there too. Let's see what we have for the present. The Magician upright. Finally, we get the Magician upright. This Magician card is really interesting. Reversed, this Magician card is talks about somebody who is connected to the spiritual realm and uses that for greedy purposes. Um, this Magician card upright is a bit about work ethic, which is interesting, right? And it's just such a pleasant card, right? Um, it's a air element, so again we have two air elements, and two major arcana cards. Yeah, so the Magician upright is extremely positive. And considering the cards that we have here, things are going great. The Magician could be us, or maybe could be represent somebody else, which is interesting considering the cards that we have. If this is an energy that has been invited, I would imagine the Magician is somebody that's quite particular, somebody who probably doesn't like to interfere with people's lives, especially the upright Magician, right? There's no need for that. So this air element of the Magician upright that we have presently, I would say, is a really positive card to have. So far, so good. And as far as magicians go, I guess just the stereotype of magicians, there's not really a emphasis on faith and spirituality, right? That's also very interesting. So our hidden influence today is the Three of Wands. Again, another really great positive card. This Three of Wands, you see the star here. I think in this Tarot symbolizes a heart of gold. We see that star in the King of Pentacles, which the King of Pentacles upright has the heart of gold. But here we have the Three of Wands. It's Wands, Cups, Swords, Pentacles. So we have kind of opposite ends of the minor arcana deck spectrum with this heart of gold energy. This Three of Wands is looking at all of the possibility that is represented by this ocean here. If you can't tell, it's the ocean. So yeah, just really positive, a lot of opportunity and a lot of positivity. So that's great. Why it's in our hidden influence, I really couldn't tell you yet. Maybe we'll see. So our obstacle today is this Six of Swords reversed, another air element. This is an interesting card to get as our obstacle today. Uh, I, I usually get the 6 and 7 of Swords confused, but I think I have it down by now. This 6 of Swords here is flying over ice. This happens to be ice right here, and has left some feathers that represents hard work along the way. And you have these swords here in the eyes. So this little crow here is going on a journey, one of which that requires a bit of sacrifice, whether that be in time, comfort, or something of the like. That's what that hard work with those feathers mean. There was a bit of a sacrifice there, personal sacrifice, I guess you can say. But I'm just going to check the reverse meaning really quick. Oh, this is very interesting. It indicates a reluctance and unpreparedness to commit to change, which I guess can be symbolized by the frozen water. Um, and indicate that you're holding on to habits, past habits that are not helping you move forward with change. Um, which I would say is not dissimilar to the reverse death card in the major arcana deck. But here we have the Hanged Man. So anyway, our obstacle seems like a bit of stubbornness, which is interesting that manifests with the air element. Usually a stubbornness and stuff like that can be associated with the earth element. But today in our tarot card reading for this week, it's the air element, which is intellect, logic, reason, disagreement, and debate. One second. So another interesting aspect to this week's tarot card reading, a bit of stubbornness with this air element, intellect and logic, and that's right over this Hanged Man over here. So this not seeing results, I think, is very interesting, especially given that we have the Magician as our present card today. I say that because the Magician is probably somebody or situation where they seem a bit kind of I don't know, on their own, kind of like a lone wolf type of situation where they have their own opinions about something, and even though it may differ from cultural expectations or societal expectations, but they have their opinions for a reason, and stuff like that. So yeah, very interesting, this reversed Hanged Man with this reversed 6 of Swords, which again, I guess today's opposite cards are the upright 3 of Wands and the reverse 6 of Swords, and they seem to be quite close to each other here in the spread. So maybe there's two opposites in a very similar position, but because they're two opposites, they might not seem like they're in a similar position because their perspectives are so different. Um, there might be a one second. Okay, sorry about that. There might also be a lack of creativity and ability to problem solve. Um, I mean, people, there are many different reasons for people to be stubborn. Um, but I think that as far as intellectually and logically, it's very interesting. We have this stubbornness there, and what's hidden is this Three of Wands, Heart of Gold, which is very opportunistic, full of opportunity and potential, and results and ways to ideas and ways to go about things in which there's a solution. Um, so let's see what our outside influence is. The reverse Six of Cups. This is not good, and I'm not surprised about it. The reverse Six of Cups is an unhealthy nostalgia. This Six of Cups is about childhood, whether upright or reversed. Upright it's a very happy card, considering childhood, and reversed is the opposite. And interesting that it's cups. We have the water element, which is what this Hanged Man is. So the outside influence is this kind of negativity. It could be childhood. It could be a pattern of behavior or pattern of thought, maybe even a pattern of emotion that was established in childhood and is unhealthy. But for some reason, that's where this energy has gone. So there's something with this childhood, something about our past. Maybe not our past, but their past, because our past is very strong, this Knight of Swords. So as far as our outside influence with this kind of negativity, kind of, there are different ways to look at it. It could be holding on to something that happened in the past that's just ridiculous to do so. It's not serving anyone. It's not serving whoever's doing that, and it's certainly not serving or helping the people around them. And probably represents maybe not what they're holding on to from the past, but maybe represents something else entirely. But again, in the childhood, it could also just be emotional immaturity. Could also be something that this reversed Six of Cups represents. So yeah, our obstacle and our outside influence seem to be our problematic cards for this week's tarot card reading. But I would say not to worry, because we have such a strong foundation over here. Yeah. So let's see what our advice and solution is. The Two of Pentacles, this is great. The Two of Pentacles is about um, especially upright, is about uh, activities of daily living. It's about taking care of your day-to-day responsibilities in a manner and of which uh, is foundational for you to achieve any sort of long-term goal. Um, if you have a long-term goal, this Two of Pentacles is a really a card that you'd want to get. Um, it's um, it's about putting in dedication, discipline, and focus um, in your daily activities and tasks. Um, Not to have the result immediately in each day, but to put in those tasks and determination and discipline every day so you can have a result in the future. Not just a result, but I guess, uh, I don't know, I guess that the harder you work, the luckier you get type situation is with this upright Two of Pentacles. Um, my sister is asking me what my coffee order is. It's never been a problem, but today seems to be quite the issue. Um, I'm not stopping this video anyway. So our future outcome is the reversed Nine of Pentacles. This is an absolutely great card, and I hate for it to mean uh, anything negative. But I think I think that's okay, considering we have this reversed Hangman here. Um, what a pleasant card. You have the lotus, you have the wolf, you have the butterfly, the tree, the cherry blossoms, the sun, and the crow, of course, just chilling on top of the wolf's head. Um, Ooh, this is very interesting. Um, so the Ten of Pentacles is about foundation and stuff like that. The Nine of Pentacles reversed is about financial loss, um, which is something I should have guessed because that happens a lot with this Crow tarot with the Pentacles. Um, this financial loss I think is very interesting because uh, of this Six of Swords and the Six of Cups we have here. Um, I think this advice of the Two of Pentacles upright and the results being this really pretty and majestic looking card reversed, having the description of financial loss um, due to poor decisions. um, you may have hit a roadblock or expect to maintain a higher standard of living without putting in the effort to achieve it. Um, So yeah, very interesting, and very interesting with the Hanged Man. This card can, I think, can represent spirituality, considering the lotus, the butterfly, the wolf, and stuff like that. Um, so it seems this week we have this kind of connection between um, religious and spiritual um, aspects of our life, and also the financial aspects of our lives. Um, for some entity, some energy, it seems that a loss of one is also a loss of the other. Um, so that's interesting. Yeah, what else? Um, One second. Okay, so it looks like I didn't get a coffee. In case you're wondering, in case you're keeping up. Um, but yeah, it's financial loss is what's happening here, and also a loss of faith and spirituality, and I'm wondering if that was even there. This hanged man is not an easy position to be in, um, upright or reversed. Um, and reversed is upright is being tested, and reversed, this hangman, is definitely being tested. So um, it looks like that there's a childlike childhood energy going on that's very unhealthy and very stubborn, especially with the air, the intellect, and logic, um, which seems to be our obstacle and outside influence today. Um, but we seem to have a lot on our side and going for us. Um, an extreme amount of foundation. Um, I would say we've got the mountains, we've got the cherry blossoms and poppies, we have the Two of Pentacles, and obviously an ocean-like quality of opportunity with a gold heart, and the energy of a fighter to complete and bring the energy for any project or task or goal. Um, and so I'm thinking if somebody is trying to maybe uh, take intellectual property or some other type of property, because we end with these two cards with this Pentacles, which is the earth element, um, that they're going to be unsuccessful in doing so. And if that was entirely predictable, then I think the good part about this week's tarot card spread is this Magician card that we have here in the present. Um, like I said, the Magician is one in which probably doesn't visit very often. Um, And so for the Magician card to be present here, we have a lot of good things going for us. And yeah, that's this week's tarot card reading. I'll show you all the cards and then do a drawing. So we got past, obstacle, future. Okay, thanks for tuning in to part 1. Part 2 will be the drawing.